Our story begin in episode 5. Now you see, I'm gonna change it up because since the Autobots have the Vajrasaurus ram so early, the Autobots decide to focus on finding Bumblebee's T-Cog and looking for Mech. And Optimus thinking, maybe I should end Mech. It probably will be the greatest thing ever. Yes. We need to end Mech completely. Autobots, are you all ready with me? And all the Autobots look at him like, yeah. Everyone nodded their head. And Ratchet says something very interesting. Honestly, I don't even like. We have 6 primes. Doesn't anyone feel a bit off because now Optimus doesn't have the title of the last prime anymore? Optimus is no longer the last prime, and Optimus looking at Ratchet like, hmm, no longer the last prime. Um, well, uh, I'm the original. Yeah, I'm the original prime. And Optimus' sons look at him like, what did we do? And Optimus like, please, I need this title. I need something, please. I need something. I'm not the last knight. I'm not the last prime. I need something at least. Something. And Rat's like, I mean, that is true. I mean, you were the first prime that ever came out in G1, so yeah. And you were the only one who could carry the Matrix that time, so yeah. Yeah. And Optimus like, Ratchet, please stop breaking the fourth wall. Like, I know the jokes are hilarious, but let's continue with the story. So, everyone, we have to go straight towards Mech and pretty much grab on this T-Cog, stop whatever they're doing, and yeah, just pretty much end them. And I don't mean killing them, I mean like arresting them, putting them in cuffs, pretty much just sending them off to jail and all that. And Grimlock, like, this is a war. The hell are you talking about? This is not G1. This is not G1. We do not do that. We do not do that. We do the same things Beavis does in the movies. We kill humans and we don't ask any questions afterwards. And Optimus, like, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, technically, we did kill a few humans in episode 9 in season 1, so yeah. And yes, they did. Yeah. RIP to all the humans that died in episode 9 in season 1. But anywho, the Autobots pretty much just looking for Mech. But of course, Mech is just using Bumblebee's T-Cog like how they were just using Bumblebee's T-Cog the same way in the original. And I would say they managed to use Energon because they would find like a little bit of Energon in Bumblebee's T-Cog. And they'll probably just sorry, not probably. They will use the Energon to pretty much just tinker with it and tinker with that drone or whatever. And with that, it makes a huge energy signature, which the Autobots trace and find Meg's base. And Optimus and literally, actually, who should we even bring? If I say all the Autobots, just that's hilarious because that's 41 Autobots. Like, we have knights, wreckers, dinobots, females, freaking primes. Man, we got everything. We got different squads. Dang. And we have an Insecticon. Hmm. Yeah. But anywho, Optimus and why not? All the Autobots pull up and they literally are standing right in front of them. Now, Silas looks straight at Optimus and he's wondering who the hell this guy is. I mean, he looks like Optimus, but he looks so different. And then he looks at Maximus and he's like, and who the hell is this guy? This guy looks so much like Optimus. What the hell happened to him? And then he looks at everything, like everybody, and he's wondering, what the hell? I've never seen these many Autobots. Like, bro's so surprised. He's thinking, what's going on? What the hell is going on? He's literally thinking, what is going on? Like, what is going on right now? What is going on? And honestly, Optimus looks straight at Silas and his group, and he's like, Silas, I'm just here for Bumblebee's T-Cog and stop you, so just surrender. And Silas and his men just start shooting. And Optimus, like, really? He literally slows down all their bullets. And they're looking at him like, what in the, what's incarnation? What's in the almighty name? But then all of them proceed to get knocked out. How? Well, simple. Optimus speed blitzes. Well, not speed blitzes, he just slows down time and proceeds to knock all of them out. And yeah. Yeah, the man is just he's done. He's done playing games right now. So the man is so the man and his well, why am I saying the man? Optimus. The man himself decide the man, why not? The man himself decides to pretty much call Agent Firewall, tell him to come and arrest these guys and send them straight to jail. And he pulls up, grabs them, sends them straight to jail. And Optimus looks straight at Bumblebee's sequel, grabs it and gives it to B. And B's like, yes, 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 in his blipping voice. And all the Autobots go back to base thinking, dang, that was easy as hell. And I'm gonna end episode 5 like that. Episode 6. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. You see, everyone, I was wondering, why don't the Autobots have any aerial support? Why don't they have any bots that can help them in the air? Well, simple. Plots. It's always the plots. They're always trying to like make the heroes look so weak so they can make the villains look so strong, even though they boost these Decepticons ridiculously. Decepticons getting huge boosts in power for no reason. I kind of was in Dragon Ball Super. But anywho, yes, in episode 6, this is how it goes. An Autobot ship is being chased down by a massive Decepticon ship filled with a bunch of Decepticons and filled with a very specific captain who's psychopathic in every sense of the word. And pretty much these Autobots are thinking, oh yeah, we need to get the hell up out of here right now. Yeah. Yeah, they need to get the hell up out of here. But yes, we have the captain and his vice captain, of course. Like, we all know who's the vice captain of the ship. You know his name. He's been in episode 6. You guys know him, yes. But the captain, you know him, but you know him, yeah. Now the Autobot ship is being chased down, being hunted down, pretty much. And I gave you guys a clue, hunted down, so you guys would know who this guy is. But if you don't, I think I might smack some of you in the lip. But anywho, pretty much, the ship gets shot down and crashes down, and the 5 Autobots, or 5 Aerialbots, come out, and they pretty much just check if there's any injuries, and all of them thinking they're okay. And we will see the captain, Silverbolt, come out, and Silverbolt like, scrap. Oh, I swear to Primus, why does he want us? And dang it, I forgot some of their names. Actually, I think I forgot all of them, and it's at the top of my head. But anywho, one of these aerial bots is like, I think he wants our our ability to combine. And here in the silver bot's like, he's gonna get it, or he should try to get it from our lifeless corpses. Now, Optimus and his Autobots, will pick up these pick up their pick up their Autobot signatures, and Optimus like, new Autobots, yes. Now we got some backup. Oh, Primus, you're my man. Optimus is not dancing, but if bro wanted to dance, bro will be dancing so disrespectfully. I can't lie. But yeah, Optimus tells his Autobots they have to go. He tells everybody to pull up. Even Ratchet has to come. And Ratchet like, what? And Optimus like, it's fine. Raphael will manage the ground bridge. As everyone pulls up, and everyone pretty much arrives the moment the massive Decepticon ship lands. And the 5 Aerialbots turn around and they will see Optimus and the entire Autobot squad. And they're looking at this like, the hell, who's that guy? And Optimus walks up and is like, it's been a long time, Silverbolt. And Silverbolt hears his voice and is like, wait, hold on a second. Optimus, is that you? And Optimus like, the one and only. And Silverbolt like, my man, why are you looking like a knight? And why are you looking so different? Like, what happened to you? And Optimus like, got some upgrades. Simple as that. Dang, you got good upgrades. Huh. And is this your Autobot team? And Optimus like, yep, this is my whole squad. And with the 5 of you, things are gonna get a whole lot easier. Yeah, but also things are gonna get and also things are gonna get a whole lot harder. As he literally points towards the Silicon ship, and Bram looks at it, and then he realizes the ship, and he knows who the captain is, and he's like, scrap, not him. And Ironhind is like, you know what? It's age of extinction all over again. As we would see multiple Decepticon drones freaking yeah, you know what? Some drones from Fall of Cybertron and Viacons coming out, pointing their weapons towards the five Aerialbots. But then they would point it straight towards the Autobot squad. Not why not Autobot squad. And we would see the captain and the vice captain coming down the ship. And we would see it's no one other than oh sorry, the vice captain is no one other than Dreadwing. Dreadwing pulls up with his captain. And his captain is the the one and only bounty hunter alive, Lockdown. Lockdown pulls up and he looks straight towards Optimus and the Aerialbots, but then he looks straight towards Optimus and is like, Optimus Prime. It's been a long time. And Optimus like, Lockdown. It's been a very, very long time. And Lockdown walks up towards Optimus and he's like, I haven't seen you ever since Tiger Pax. And that was a couple cycles ago. Or mega cycles ago. And Optimus like, yeah. You wanted to kill me that time. And Lockdown's like, I still want to kill you, Optimus. If I kill you, you'll be my greatest bounty yet. And what the hell? What are those things? As he looks at the Dinobots and wonders what the hell they are. And Optimus like, oh, these are Dinobots. Dino what now? And we will see the Dinobots all transform to the beast forms. And Grimlock like, huh, we're reptiles basically. And we're very strong. And like the thing is, Lockdown knows many things. He knows Predacons, he knows freaking Insecticons, he's hunted many things. But he hasn't hunted a Predacon, but he does have fossils of them, like as trophies. But when he looks at this, he's like, oh my gosh, no, this is what I need. As bro wants to hunt them down because they are new specimen, they're new creatures technically, and they are. So bro wants them badly. He wants either their spot, he either wants them alive or dead. Bro can decide. He doesn't know if he wants them captured or wants them killed. He doesn't know. He's thinking if they're too tough, they will kill them. But if they're not that tough, they will capture them. He's thinking maybe he can capture them, but at the same time, he's thinking they look very powerful, so I think I might have to kill them. But Dreadwing just looks at Lockdown and is like, Lockdown, can we just fight at this point? Like, come on. The viewers are wanting us to box with the Autobots. Oh yeah, my bad. Alright, attack. As all of his well, not all of them, but some of his Vehicons and drones rush towards the Aerialbots. And Prime literally rushes and proceeds to jump very, very high. Very. I mean, this man got in, like everything got increased, even his jumping capabilities. Bro can jump so high, people would think he's flying. And the best part about it is he can fly. Remember what Optimus did in Age of Extinction? He had some rocket boosters in his feet. How did he get them though? I always wondered that. But then who cares? Optimus proceeds to use his rocket boosters, which are under his legs, and he rushes towards the drones and the freaking Vehicons. And he takes out the Sword of Judgment and the Vortex Blade. And Prime is like, yeah, I'm a double wielder now. And Prime literally does the same thing he would, kind of the same thing he did in Revenge of the Fallen, like in the forest battle. Like, okay, I'm mentioning too much of favors, but that's basically what he does. He literally cuts them down easily, and yeah, bro's having an easy time cutting, slicing, ripping them apart, pretty much. Yeah, bro's having a very good time with this. He's literally cutting them all down, slicing them into pieces, stabbing, freaking, like bro's doing everything in the book. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, Optimus, you're going a bit crazy on this, but yeah. And Lockdown sees the Vortex Blade in the Sword of Judgment, and he wonders what they are. And Prime tells Lockdown, "Oh, this is the Vortex Blade, the weapon of Vector Prime. It can control time and space, so you know what I'm saying. You can beat me right now. And this is the Sword of Judgments, which can control fire itself. So, do you really want to fight me?" And Lockdown like, "Oh, well, you see, but suddenly a ground bridge is open and we see Megatron pull up. And Megatron is like, okay, this is something I need. Looking at Lockdown and Dreadwing, he's like, bet. He has backup. And he orders both of them along with the entire team and pretty much their ship and just, he kind of forces them to leave. And they do, because they realize they can't really beat the Autobots. And Optimus like, well, that was easy. And Silverbolt breaks the fourth wall and is like, why didn't you just end the story like that? I mean, come on. At this point, you're doing this on purpose. And Optimus like, hey, listen, we need the story to continue for like a few parts. And Silverbolt asks, how many parts is this story gonna continue? And Optimus says, beats me, but it has to last a bit longer. So yeah. And Optimus just ordered them all to go back to base, and everyone goes back to base. And the Autobots are happy; they have air support, and the Aerialbots realize they would have to be grinding, they have to be working. As yeah, they're gonna be the main air support. So yeah, yeah. Anywho, we skipped episode 7, as we would see pretty much Megatron. Yeah, actually, I have to skip to episode 7. Yeah, that's the end. Yeah, that's the end. Episode 6, we ended off with Optimus having the Aerialbots, and the Aerialbots realizing they have to be working their butts off, their butts off, because the Autobots don't have any air support. So yeah, we skipped to episode 7, where we would see pretty much Megatron thinking, oh, at least I have lockdown. Oh, yes, Primus, you saved me yet again. But I still need something. Megatron on his knees, like, oh, Primus, why do you do this to me? What did I do to you? Honestly, I don't think Megatron has the right to say that, because he made a deal with Unicron, who's technically the devil in their universe, and he asks for power, which is what the higher ups do, and pretty much just killed a bunch of his people, and wants to kill Optimus because he's mad he's a Prime, and he pretty much poisoned Primus, and yeah, he has done a lot of things. I'm not surprised. Yeah, yeah, Megatron Primus is really mad at you. You've done a lot of horrible things, a lot. Honestly, I think I'm not even listing 1% of his crimes. I don't even know how much this guy even has at this point. But anywho, Megatron is just thinking he at least has like lockdown, freaking Dreadwing. Like he's happy, he's happy he has at least a few. But bro is thinking, what the hell can he do now? What can he do? And then Shockwave, he will pull up, and he's like, oh Lord Megatron, what about your revival abilities? Remember, you can use Dark Energon to revive things, right? And Megatron like, yeah, I guess, but what is that supposed to like? You want me to create an entire army? That is not gonna work. Optimus literally has the Sword of Judgment, plus the Vortex Blade, and Shockwave like, I know, but let's think with our brains. Remember, there was a specific Titan that was offline for quite a bit, and Megatron like, what the hell are you talking about? And then Megatron's like, oh, hold on a second, are you talking about that Metroplex guy? Yeah, he died a few years ago. So, well, oh, 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 I see what you mean, Shockwave. And then Shockwave's like, and I remember your other Titan. And then Megatron's like, you mean Triptychon? Oh, Shockwave. Shockwave, you're my man. Out of everyone, you're my man. You're my man, Shockwave. And Shockwave like, I know Megatron. When you need someone like me, you know I always pull up and deliver. And Megatron, he's like, oh, yes, I'm gonna be cooking. Only he knew. If only he knew what Optimus was planning, he would never be saying that. But anywho, Megatron decides to go straight to Cybertron and revive Metroplex, and he does so. And thing is, I mean, look, come on, bro is basically just Unicron 2.0. So yeah, bro revives freaking Metroplex, and Metroplex comes back online, and Megatron is like, yes, an undead Titan. Oh, Primus, thank you. Megatron has a big smile on his face, big grin. And then he realizes, well, Temple Triptychon. Thing is, Triptychon wasn't really dead, so yeah. Yeah, he does revive him, But in this timeline, I'll say it takes control because honestly, I don't know why it didn't. Like, made no sense for me. But anyway, now Megatron would order all of his Decepticons pretty much come out of the Nemesis. He revives Trypticon, and Trypticon transforms into his robot form, and he's like, Megatron, you, you, you pile of scrap. You use me as a vehicle. You use me as a vessel for these past 5 years. I'm not gonna say cycles, mega cycles, because I don't know which one is. I don't know which one describes years. So I'm just gonna go with years. I'm gonna go with human weight. I don't really know what a cycle. I don't know what a mega cycle is sometimes. So yeah, Megatron's like, hey, listen. Typical. I know. I used you as a vessel. I forced you to become a ship against your own will. I know I was selfish. I was a bit of a everything in the book you can say, every curse. Obviously, that's what I am. But listen, I need your help. And here in this, Trypticon has the face of, really? Bro's face just screams, you asked for my help after you made me your puppets? Yeah, yeah. Trypticon is not really, he's not really happy. Trypticon looks at Megatron and is like, I'm gonna stomp you now. But before he can, his body stops and he's wondering why he can't move. But then Megatron will say, I have full control of your body, Trypticon. So you have two options. You either become my vessel again and I don't use you, or I'll let you free a bit and you follow all my orders, all my commandments, and everything. Follow everything I say, okay? Simple. And Trypticon realizes he has no choice. And he's like, fine, I will listen to you again, Megatron. Why do you even need my help, even? And Megatron like, well, for one, I'm getting absolutely cooked by Optimus. And this man is just absolutely dominating me and my troops. And this man just has an entire overpowered, like, this man literally created 5 primes. And Trypticon like, I'm sorry, what? He did what now? And Megatron like, you heard me. He created primes. Like, he literally has sons now. Great. Hopefully, huh? Wonder, wonder if he's gonna do it again. Oh yes, 3 specific characters gonna be made in few in the next part. But pretty much, Megatron just says he just needs his help, and then he just needs his help. Bo's not begging, but it sounds like he's begging. But yeah, and Megatron decides to look for. He decides to stay on Cybertron and look for a bunch of troops. And he looks around Cybertron and he gathers every Insecticon from Fall of Cybertron, every single drone from War for Cybertron, and a few more who are still alive. And yeah, he's pretty much just building up his army. Bro's like, yes. My troops are growing. Now we cut to the Aerialbot base where the Aerialbots are chilling. I can't lie, they are chilling. But yeah, we will skip to episode 8. Yeah, we have to skip to episode 8. That's how it's gonna end. But yeah, we will continue with all of us chilling, having a good time at base, having a fantastic time, and we would see Miko just admiring the Dinobots. Like, she's thinking they're so cool. She's literally geeking out on this. And Nova's like, yeah, they're pretty cool. And then Miko looks at Nova and is like, and she's like, wow, you're not like your father. And sorry, Nova is like, what do you mean by that? And she would explain that Oximus is usually like a bit grumpy, but then Nova's like, hold on, grumpy. Well, what are you talking about? My father's just calm, overly calm. He's just calm, relax. Don't disrespect my father like that. And Miko realizes, oh, this is the son that loves his father a lot and follows his orders without question. Pretty much, he's just a disciplined son. And looking at Maximus, she sees him pretty much just reading. Yeah, he's just reading a data pad, and he's trying to like learn a few things. And she asks, "What is he doing?" And Maximus like, "Oh, I'm just reading. I'm just reading up a story about the primes." And Miko's like, you seem like the smartest one." And Maximus like, not really. I know I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. Like, I'm just pretty average. I'm just pretty average. Yeah. Pretty much, he's the humble of Optimus. Yeah, best way to describe them is Nova is Optimus's discipline. Maximus is freaking Optimus's humbleness. Yeah, he's the humble. He's Optimus's humble self. And Sentinel, if Optimus was a bit of a douchebag, that's what he is. But you could say he's a douchebag in a good way. In a good way. He's a douchebag in a good way, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, it's kind of weird, but I never see Optimus like that. But yeah, we don't really know how. Like, this man has lived for like millions of years, so the chances of him being a douchebag like once in his life was very high. So you know what? Yeah, he's kind of the he's Optimus's douchebag, but in a good way. And what do I mean? I mean, yeah, he's a douchebag, but he's very nice and kind in his own way. And freaking Rodimus is just the young, pretty much, yeah, he's pretty much just the young Optimus. Just he's pretty much like how we all were as children. We were curious, we were young, we just wanted to learn, we wanted to discover new things. That's pretty much what Rodimus is. Yeah. But Icarus? Oh, he's Optimus's badass side. This is he's pretty much the badass. He's pretty much Optimus's badassery side. He's pretty much just Optimus's badass self, pretty much. You know how Optimus was in the show? Yeah, like when Optimus done a few cool stunts and has done a few cool things. Yeah, he's pretty much that. He's pretty much the cool version of Optimus, you could say. Yeah, he's humble, but not too humble. He's uh he's a perfect mixture of Sentinel and Maximus. He's not humble. He's not too humble, but he's not too much of a douchebag. But he's very badass. Yeah. And these five boys are just pretty much just doing their own things. And Oxmus is thinking, what can he do with these protoforms? And we would see pretty much an leader walk up to him, and she would look at him, and Prime would look at her, but then he looks at her face, and she sees, and no, sorry, he sees the, oh, okay, I see. Bro didn't know what she wants, and yeah, he orders Ratchet to do the thing, and Ratchet does it. And some of the other Autobots also ask for them for their DNA to be taken, and Ratchet does so. And yeah, he pretty much works on them with Octopus. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, we're also gonna get a. You know, let me not spoil it. Let me not spoil it yet. Let me not spoil it. But anywho, we skip to the Decepticon base. Now Megatron is thinking, yeah, he's cooking now. He's cooking now. But then Shockwave would come up to Lord Megatron and he's like, Master, you see Lockdown over here has a few Predacon bones. I'm gonna be using them to create new soldiers for us. And hearing this, Megatron's like, oh yes, 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 yes. Now this is a version of Megatron who would love Predacons towards the ends of the earth because this man has been losing so much, bro, would take anything. Bro, matter of fact, this man will even become Megatron. I mean, sorry, you will become freaking Unicron's little. Uh, we don't say that word, but he will become Unicron's pawn. He's willing, like this man Megatron is willing to become anyone's pawn, so he can have the power to defeat Optimus. Bro is so like thing is he's prideful, but bro says if I don't want to take an L. I want that dub. Bro wants a dub so badly he's willing to do anything, and I mean anything. Even become someone's servant, he doesn't mind as long as he gets that dub. Yeah, making Megatron this desperate is so hilarious, but honestly, understandable. I mean, he has to be this desperate. I mean, look what I did. Come on, like really? Wreckers, freaking Aerialbots, Dinobots, more female Autobots, a Predacon female Autobots, an Insecticon, and 5 primes who are powerful enough to give Megatron a run for his money. Well, they can beat him, but they will make Megatron think, really? How? Like, Megatron will be thinking twice before he fights them because, yeah, he's gonna win, but he doesn't want to go through all that struggle. It's like, the thing is, it's like fighting someone who could give you a run for your money, but you can still win. But they would embarrass you a little bit and give you a tough time and make you think, yeah, this is the last time I'm fighting someone like this. Like, that's pretty much what they are. And yeah, Megatron allows Shockwave to do this. He does not care. And since he's on Cybertron, he's like, you know what? I have a great idea. Oh yes. Yeah, this is the movie all over again. Yeah, well pretty much yeah, Megatron yeah, if no one knows what he's doing, you guys haven't seen Transformers Prime the movie, so yeah. But anyhow, yeah, Megatron does the same thing Unicron did. And yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of problems. But there's a slight problem. Megatron does not know that Prime has 15 protoforms, and then he's cooking up an army. Bro literally said, we need a new army. Oh yeah, and he's getting his new army. But yeah, I'm gonna end off this part right now, and I'm gonna end the episode right now. Hope you guys enjoy it. Peace. And honestly, this is gonna be hectic for me. Ah, yeah, here we go.